mid lane, or at least something that can set up for a lot of these fights, and then just also having something that can be relatively safe on side lanes, so the opportunity to play 1-3-1 and play for sides. When it can suit you, look for his own reset here, but maybe not. Adi, do they go for the diamond line?
They have everyone coming in, flash over, Zenitblade in, seal the daybreak, but Kati gets a good flash, the cat not able to get himself away, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Yeah, a little bit separated here, we can see, oh, actually, Bong.
I have a Bong from a flash, but is he baiting in? He is! He had Miru off to the side, and R7.
She's already reset, she's got the advantage of the push, but here we go.
Level 6 has been hit, and there's nowhere for you to hide, there's nowhere for you to go, Kati. You've already used the glacial path, you've already used your flash, and it's just a matter of who picks up this kill. It is Miro 2-0, and it's a Dragon as well. They've got pressure pretty much across the map, and this is a fantastic showing for the moment. Xin thinking about maybe going in, throwing advantage of them.
And it's only going to compound as well as you look towards the Rift Tower in just a few moments. Adi trying to see if he can make a play on top side for the 30-second wait that he has for that Rift Tower.
Yeah, we're going to see them now go all out. The counter-strike is good, but not good enough. Sidestep from Katsuya. Do they look to try and fully engage on this? The stun is good. There's the Heartbreaker. Vision on him, but they don't know that Adi is there, so he takes that one in. They're going to look to try and burst him down. The cleanse is only going to stop one of them.
I don't know if okay, he spots in. I don't know if
yeah.
he knows where Levi is.
He wants it though. He wants to try and go for this one here, but he did not know there was a rest of the enforcements. Does get the ultimate off, but I think he's just kind of by himself for this. Will flash, but it feels
no Everfrost coming through onto Kati just yet. Nice opportunity here. We can actually start to hold on to this point. Zin's caught.
Yes, it is caught, and he's going to be not CC down just yet. They will get the blast going when he pops out. Xin in the air. Miro is around with the quickness stolen. They might try and jump onto him with the glacial path, but they're turning this one right back around. They're going to try and get their own ultimates on top of this one. Levi will have the cyclone available to him. Lions will not go down just yet. Theo has joined. Style is here as well. Bong in with the teleport, looking to try and make this one work, but he's being shredded down. Xin looking for another engage. Does not get the knock up. They get the Zenitblade down. They've taken the Style, and he's putting in damage. Style is still working forward as the Jax will pummel down Miru, and they just get absolutely everything. Seo tries to save the fight, but it ends up going. They're going to go for Shirley gets dropped into the mid lane. That's just going to secure that one there with Dragon spawned and ready to be taken. GAM should be able to take that one pretty much as easy as they like. There is a teleport available for HP. GAM look to try and kind of stop the stacks as it is a Hex Soul. Very, very powerful if you can get that early. Looking for this little bit of a flank. You won't have the glacial path. They will catch out Levi and try and burst him down before he can do everything. You've no jungler. Great capitalization from R7 as the fight can really start now. Style just trying to put in damage, but he's got nothing left. There's nothing there for him to do, and Miru's going to chase them all away. Sole point for R7.
Miru manages to get the near chains at the end of that, but not quite able to follow up on it. But really good job from R7. It's actually still going.
Looking for the chains. Does land down. Not really got the massive amount of burst you would require, but now GAM, you can't defend this. You have to leave. You cannot defend this mid lane tier 1, and R7 are kind of getting everything there. It's going to be the land down there. Everfrost gets turned back, and I don't think Miru wanted that.
Yeah, kind of hiding yourself with your own chain there. Not exactly what you want to do, but still R7 will take it, right? 3 dragons to their name, mid turret down, bot turret going their direct bot side. So R7, as long as they don't overextend, but Adi might.
That sweeper was huge, but they're going to fully commit to him anyway. He's unstoppable in his ultimate, but can he go down? Yes, he will. They've invested a hell of a lot. They will have the TP from Bong.
Instead, the reset coming through, and it looks like we will get this big fight between GAM and R7.
Wary of what's going to happen. Dragon's been taken very, very quickly. There's 50-50. It's going to be a straight-up smite fight. Levi gets in, and Levi gets the steal. Bong now a little bit too overextended. There's a good solo flare to stop anyone from killing him off. Ring of Frost hits onto 4. How they follow up onto it. Levi finally gets himself the Cyclone off. They pop down the exhaust. There's a good Feather Storm to draw them all back, but Style wants the 1v1. It's a 4v4 in that top side as they try and make this one work. It's all going GAM's way. R7 are not having the advantages, and they're falling apart.
It's all gone. Sitting off on the side, there's nothing he can do with Seo here. That Baron will go to GAM.
Yeah, doesn't have a ward, doesn't really have any opportunity to go in.
And that's the thing, once these get Kaya hitting level 16, which is soon, but here we go.
Oh, it might be a full fight, 4v3 I should say, as they do get themselves a little bit of CC down onto Miru, who does steal away the Lissandra ultimate Cyclone going down the backside, which means Adi cannot get the resets. Miru going back towards his turret, but he's already dead. Double kill coming in for the Jax, and all of a sudden GAM feel like they've come back to life, and they're just smacking R7 around the map.
GAM are looking very happy. happy in this one, managing to immediately get the Baron, immediately get the play on bot side, and they really want to make sure that they are able to get this win. You can see here the win expectancy powered by AWS. It has been back and forth, but what a turnaround for GAM.
I mean, they still have Baron for another minute 20. They can at least break open the base here at minimum. These death timers are still fairly decent, but I don't think they're going to overextend too much. They got the Hex Gates to get out, and they're going to be very happy with this last pass.
They're struggling to get away.
Not got much else they're going to go for as Miru looks for a little bit of a 1v1, gets hit by the Glacial Tomb, and a lot more damage off the back of that with Style coming in on the Zeri, and this is just bit by bit, momentum by momentum. They still have 30 seconds on the Baron, and without Miru, there's not really a lot of skirmishing power here, so with a massive wave, they could break open another inhibitor.
R7 are crumbling, and GAM are happy as Larry to try and pick up everything. Starting to move in again onto this top side. Jax for Kiaya pushing in this mid lane, making sure there's just everywhere is going the way. They're going for it.
They're going to look for the final fight here. They can get the Sayo, they would do everything, but it's a good route down. That's a great solar flare there onto Style, who finally takes down the Leona. The Cyclone in as Levi just kind of helps set everything up on a silver platter. Audi cannot get the refreshes. He cannot get the restarts on these fights, and Bong is left on his own. So everyone's going to be there for the side of GAM. He just sacrificed the Rakan, but they're not going to end the game just yet. They don't.
Little left. You've only got that mid lane structure. Yes, you've got your Nexus towers, but it's not looking too great for them at the moment. And because you've already got Kiaya pushing in that bot side, you've got Miru has to answer. So Caddy stall, they're going to move mid, and it makes it very difficult for R7 to really control this, because you have so many opportunities, even if Kiaya wants to come across, to look for the flank. Mid tower isn't very strong, and R7, they're slowly but surely being pushed all the way back.
Yeah, and Bong just isn't really that tanky at the moment, as weird as it sounds with 3-item Cassante, but if he wants to try and go for something here. They have got decent wave clear, I will say, now that they've got 3 items onto your Xayah. They do get a bit of a stun in, they go in, but there's just too much damage. Style's not here though. Style went way too far away from this fight, and now you've got Kiaya finally joining in. They're going to jump back onto Lysandra, and the Wukong are dead. Style gets caught. R7 found the one opportunity. Base check for the moment, but Baron is on the board.
Audi spots them coming in.
TP got to be used there, but Bong might be a little bit too far forward. He gets himself a little bit of unstoppable, goes in, gets the CC down there, and he wants to go for a little bit more. They're kind of half engaging right now, but they may have caught themselves a little bit of a fish. Levi's gone down. They're going to look to Kiaya, who has to go golden style, trying to see if he can do something, but now he's been jumped on by Bong. They will lose themselves another one, but before the Jax goes down, he takes down Sayo. Now Bong looking at 1v3, will stay alive. There's the Zhonya's there from Kati as he looks to try and keep this one going for his team. Style is going to bounce himself over the wall. He's still going. He's still got the damage, and Style is doing just that. He's styling on them. GAM stay alive. A flash away. Finally gets taken down by Bong, but can he survive the rest of this? Because if he goes down, it would be all for naught for R7. Bong needs to get to the defense of his team because the super minions are actually taking the base.
Yeah, he needs to get back. He needs to try and clear this out. Does have a little bit of that regen coming through off the red buff, so should be able to take his way back up. But
there's an inhibitor.
Incredibly close fight. The fact that Stahl stayed along for so long was crucial, and now all inhibitor turrets are down.
It's risky. They're going to drag him down to 6,000. They're going to see Audi over the side. He has vision. He knows exactly what's going on, but now he's a bit separated. So there's going to be Style getting caught out. He's stunned up, so he's not putting out any damage for the moment. He gets his ultimate down as Levi will be going down very, very shortly. They've gotten Xin off of this. Look at these health bars. They're so low. The Dragons confirmed for R7. They get that extra boost of damage in this fight. GAM have nowhere to go. They're trying to see if they can get anybody dead, but they just can't do it. And it's going to be everybody falling down. The only one left is Style.
These fights are so chaotic. They're so spread out. You can see them splitting off into these multiple skirmishes, but R7 managing to keep Sayo alive. This time, they will go for the end.
This is it, Style. You've got to cleanse in a dream. You got to hope and pray that you're able to kind of keep these guys off it. It's going to take so much. I will say no Miru, but he's got a TP in 20 seconds, and it looks like R7 want to go for the end.
Starting to push forward. Style.
It's risky, no. I don't think they can do it.
Can he clear the wave? It's going to be so close.
Here we go. They're going to get the cleanse off him, but he gets knocked back immediately. Now they get the stasis out of him as well. They need to CC him out, but Style's still alive. They can't put the damage down. Finally, he goes down. Sayo finally getting himself that kill, and it looks like R7 have done it. R7 will survive the storm that was GAM, and R7 are 1-0 up in this best of 3. The Talia. So does Rock beat Scissors? That's the question we got ourselves today.
It's not only the Scissors, it's actually the ice that it beats. I actually really like Talia into the Lysandra because Lysandra is very telegraphed with where she's going to be going. So
this one here, Levi could get himself over the wall. It's risky. But can he go for it? Style goes in. They're all committing to it, but they will get the dragon, but can they get the fight afterwards? That is the question. Zin seeing if he can maybe look for a bit of a fight. Kati already taking so much damage as those rocks start to smash into that ice, chipping away at its integrity, but they can get Kati out. That will be the big thing here. Flash in, burst blood. Oh, he just about gets it, but can they secure the eye afterwards? Yes, they can. Levi looking to try and burn this one out after the end of this. Bong goes in and gets himself taken very low and taken out. They will get a kill off the back of it, so it's a 1-for-1 trade for the moment. Seo is here. Style.
Even looking for the reset here. Looks like they'll bring the K'Sante in. Gwen has already made her way down.
Oh, they're going to try and cut them off here as Kati goes in, trying to see if he can catch on to Seo, but has to use the ultimate on himself. Those root was huge. Stop Levi from going in, and Zin is already so close to death. He will, however, get himself out, and now the Gwen has joined the fight. You can see Style and Seo kind of going in for a little bit of an 80 carry 1v1. See if he can go for it. Nice flash from Seo means he gets the kill, and now the rest of R7 feel comfortable to keep pushing forward, keep looking for the damage and the DPS. Ooh, nice little movement there from Kati to bait them all out to the wrong direction. But Dragon should be going to R7.
And Levi, yes, he throws down the Rift Child in mid lane, but it's kind of a bit of a consolation prize. The fight on the Dragon going the way of R7. Again, these team fights, GAM just can't get the opportunity here for, as we just in the picture might see someone go down.
Yeah, we're going to see him now live as we can see Levi looking for that kill on top of Miru, and the bonk down. This one over, but they're late, like you mentioned, to kind of to kind of set themselves up for this. They're looking for an engage. Xenoblade does land. It's onto Zin, though. There's the secure on the Rift Herald. Now, do you want to go for the fight? It looks like GAM do. They get the quickness down onto multiple members, and it's going to be Leons who goes down straight away. They're trying to go for some fancy feet there from Seo. He gets exhausted, so he's not putting down as much damage as he would like. Doesn't quite get away, and he gets shut down. It's 20 seconds, and this could be a decent kind of setup. We're actually seeing these two mid laners now go for a bit of a fight, but Miru's kind of coming out on top of the poke war.
It would have been a lot better if he threw that either direction, but
he was trying to catch the glacial path. That's what he was trying to do.
Can't be everything, but here we go. Gets the Rift Child charge in the mid lane. Should be cleared up here, and again, you can't really pressure any further here as GAM because Style doesn't win the mid push against the Zaya, so I don't like to see him on the side, and Caddy's stuck.
He's stuck, he flashes away, there's going to be a Xenoblade landing on top of him, which means he has to use a stopwatch. Both TPs going to be coming in at the exact same time. The quickness from Zin, but you're rolling straight into a choke point. Can you get the Cyclone down? Seo flashes and Gale forces right out. They get Leons.
They're perfectly happy to have these more spread out skirmish fights because they have multiple people who can play the tank role, whether it's Cassie with the invulnerability, Levi, even Kiaya with his own invulnerability. So the way these fights are playing, Bong just can't keep everyone safe, and GAM are finding access to some of the key carries in the backline.
It's another Dragon now going over to GAM. Got themselves about a 2,000 gold lead as well, and you can see that just kind of the momentum compared to game number 1. It's just very much GAM kind of, finding themselves at the position first, and R7 just not really positioned to kind of contest it like you mentioned. We will see the knockback. Kati is pretty damn healthy, I will say. We'll get all in. Bong with another solo kill. This time they did burn the ults. The needlework is down, but they don't feel super comfortable going for it.
But because of that, they lose mid lane. So Seo wanted to be the ones that had that push in the first place and could have made the plays, but GAM are just responding much better around the map.
And it does feel
like on where Miru is though, and he could be looking to come in on the flank here.
Looking for something. They will catch a decoy of Miru, but Zin's already used his quickness. He hasn't got that available for this next fight. That's a huge cooldown no longer available.
Adi trying to see if he can get onto Cassie. Again though, this is where R7 needs to be careful. They don't want to spread across multiple fronts because if Miru gets stuck like that...
I mean, if he gets stuck, they're going to put down the damage. He has to use the Sonya so early. Bong trying to see if he can survive. Got so much healing there from the shielding as well. Will not see him go down just yet though, and there's plenty of damage putting in. You will get the Weaver as well to try and separate this one out. And now Seo looking to see if he can do a nice flash to catch out everybody else, and they will get Style. Now Zin nowhere trying to go. He will be executed by the Heartbreaker, and what looks so bad for the side of R7 looks like it'll be going better. That being said though, the jungler and the top laner of GAM refuse to die. They refuse to let this one go. A rocket to the back of the head as Rock beats Scissors. And now you can see with Audi having a little bit more health, a little bit more damage, you can see Levi just trying to bait him out with the decoy. Finally they see where he is. They're going to look for trying to jump on the Miru. Will he be able to get the damage down? They're just kiting him back. He's got the spell shield to come in. They got the ult as well. They get the kills. The extra residual vision control for GAM, able to kind of keep them safety there. They will secure themselves the soul point.
They have a ward. They know that's Levi, but here we go.
We're going to go for another fight here. It's going to be the solo laners teaming up here in a 2v2. Actually, no. They stopped the TP, so it's a 2v1. They are able to stop the TP, and now they're going to be a 4v3, but they can TP back. They know they can save out this fight because it's going to be a 4v4. Immediately, Miro goes golden because he wants to just delay for time. There's a Cyclone in. Miro tries to keep himself alive, but he will go down. But before he does, he gets the knockback. A good exhaust from the Seo means that he's not putting out the real damage. The Zenith Blade misses, and now Seo's in so much trouble. Flash in, the feather's back, doesn't get the damage down to Kati, who goes golden, and now Seo, he's running for his life.
He needs to try and get some feathers down, get the autos, but they're coming in on top of him.
They're going for him, but Seo is massive. He will finally be taken down, but he's taking as many with him.
And Bong is still getting the push in the mid lane. They need to now reset his GAM. They're too low. Audi and Bong will be able to get this mid lane tower as a result. GAM managed to again find the fight, and a lot of it was Miro just TPing in the middle of them.
Literally, TP Zonya's, it was its 5-head play, but my God, this game is getting absolute. All right, 13 seconds, still Dragon spawns. Everyone trying to gain control over this mid wave. We'll see an engage coming in straight away as Miru kind of gets caught out. It looks like they're going to be bursted down. They get them down there. Style is just putting in work on the backside, and GAM found themselves an opportunity. Style now looking back for that 1v1. Kati, though, moves back in onto the AD carry and says it is no longer a 1v1, and Seo is left all on his lone.
Yeah, it's going to be looking to see if Zin can get in on top of him. Feathers pull is not enough. Zin,
we need to be careful. Seo will have a blast cone to use, but I mean, GAM could run up this mid lane. They could end the game.
That's what they need to do. Forget about the kill. Just go for the base. Make sure you can actually get it, because Kati.
Oh, Kati will die, which means the game will not end. They will get themselves an Infernal Soul, and I think Seo has kept the game alive for Rainbow.
I mean, you got to be careful. Kiaya is still going to push in, wants to try and go for the base. I don't think Seo can really go against the ultimate that is available for Kaya as well. So GAM will get the dragon, they will get the soul, and they will get the fight. And it looks like they might be able to get game 2 as well.
Trying to burn this one down as quick as they possibly can. The miss has already gone down from Kaya, as now the Baron down to 4,000 HP, 3,000 HP. They're looking to try and secure this one. It's a 50-50. They got the quickness in the back of the pit. Everybody's jumping in. It's secured by GAM, and then the fight is all theirs. They will not be losing this series in this game, and they want to send us to 3.
Wukong's portrait popping up, because that was a photograph finish on the end of that Baron. R7 scatter to the winds as GAM will take their prize to the top lane and look to take the Nexus as well.
The VCS in London, they want their voices heard. They want to know that their team, they are behind them 100% of the way. And GAM Esports will equal up this series, and we are going to another one. Rainbow7 tried their absolute hardest, but just better team play from GAM in this game number 2 means they secure themselves at least one more shot.
Better fight setup for GAM, better execution this time around. They nearly run with the salty run back, but there are no tears for GAM in this one. That's the exactly what the game plan is going to be. Loud isn't playing yet, so we'll wait a little bit for that. But Gragas, we already talked about it, a big pick here. I really like Fraudy. He's already played in the jungle, and there's one game, or sorry, he has an opportunity now to do so just there. Audi is on the bottom side, and Miro does have push, so maybe they can look for something with this wave on bot side, especially if that happens.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get a lot more damage there on the Style. You got Audi coming in. They know that he's there, though. They're trying to put down more feathers, but they're just kind of backing themselves up. Style is ignited. He flashes away, but Audi is around. He's been slowed down. The flash in, and the kill is secured. Oh, 7 are on the board, and now Zin doesn't really have a place to go. He's going to try and see if Miro can get on top of him, but he's just based a little bit more damage on top of them from the thing. Audie's very, very low here as Kati might try and go for this one. We see a flash away at Bong getting dove on the top side. He's not gone down just yet. Levi will be traded. And fights on both sides of the map, but it ends up being a 2-for-1 trade overall. They're looking to try and get this dragon as quick as they possibly can. 5.5 minutes on the clock. They will miss the Winter's Bite, and now R7 looking to try and capitalize on a nowhere to be found Lissandra, and then the knockoff is fantastic. They're capitalizing on all the missed summoners, and you can see R7 smell blood in the water. They know this is the perfect opportunity for them to get everything and anything they want.
GAM work. But not really in a position to do so just there. Audi is on the bottom side, and Miro does have push, so maybe they can look for something with this wave on bot side, especially if that happens.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get a lot more damage there on the Style. You got Audi coming in. They know that he's there, though. They're trying to put down more feathers, but they're just kind of backing themselves up. Style is ignited. He flashes away, but Audi is around. He's been slowed down. The flash in, and the kill is secured. Oh, 7 are on the board, and now Zin doesn't really have a place to go. He's going to try and see if Miro can get on top of him, but he's just based as quick as they possibly can. 5.5 minutes on the clock. They will miss the Winter's Bite, and now R7 looking to try and capitalize on a nowhere to be found Lissandra, and then the knockoff is fantastic. They're capitalizing on all the missed summoners, and you can see R7 smell blood in the water. They know this is the perfect opportunity for them to get everything and anything they want.
GAM were too slow on the rotation. Bigger lead this time.
Yeah, much bigger lead, a much more explosive amount of gold. That's a 3-0-1 Poppy now as well for Audi, so he's going to get so tanked. Themselves back in here. Bong doesn't have any mana. I don't know why he's here, but he's here. It's just being a nuisance for the moment. Levi is taking a fair chunk of damage. He now has got access to the Lamb's Respite, but Would really not want to use it this early on. We'll get flashed in straight away. He can't even proc it.
They will look for the bot lane on stall though in the meantime.
They're looking for a dive. There's the ultimate out already out of style. And they're going to be able to... Oh, it's a little bit of a mismatch, but they should be able to get the damage. No problem whatsoever. And Sayo gets the kill.
And Nailsin going to be able to move into the spot side. I was going to say you kind of take your win there and look for the dragon. No Lamb's respite with such a long cooldown on that ultimate. You can always look to go for the dragon after that play and win the team fight. But now Bong going to be the counterplay for Levi after everyone went boss.
Oh, Lamb's respite, but they do have a Shelly, so they get some plate money into Kiaya, but Bong might be also on the menu here as well. They're looking to try and go on top of him. There's a good explosive cast, and he belly bops himself away as well. The flash in, Levi will secure that kill. One more tower shot, and it's a deja vu in the top side. Reset as they died, so it's going to be second Drake for the side of R7 as the LLA continue to look for it to help you here. They are just going to look for the full kind of setup as they look to try and burn him down once more. Explosive cast is good to knock back Kiaya, and he's going to be able to trade back a little bit better. Yep, that's going to be a cleaner dive from the side of GAM as they go back in towards that mid lane, almost getting down Miru. You have to give up all that pressure in the bot side though, so you don't gain that kill in the mid lane, and you do lose a tower, so not gaining the full value here, but they will get themselves a kill and a bit more gold onto that Jax.
Here needs to be very, very careful. Levi now coming across. Adi doesn't realize that there's such a big numbers advantage for GAM.
It's a 3v3 though for the moment, and that's not a numbers advantage anymore because you have the Keeper's Verdict. There's a Lamb's Respite to keep everybody alive. A flash forward from Sin to try and do a little bit of disruption, but they're getting themselves all the damage they need. Lions is the one who gets exhausted, and that's not what you need. Goes in with the knock-up. They're looking to make this one a little bit more favorable for the side of Rainbow7, but it's just not quite got the damage. Sayo has to go towards that top lane to cover for this Jax, who was continually putting down the pressure.
The fact that they managed to turn that around though, Miru should be able to pick up a plate off this as well as the Levi has to go around, and Sayo got the kill onto Kiaya.
Both games we've seen GAM do exceptionally well between the 15 to 25 minute mark. It's going to be a stolen Glacial Fissure just down. They will just burn this one as quick as you like. They've already used the feathers a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit more. The Keeper's Verdict is absolutely beautiful. They don't finish off the dragon. They go for the fight instead because they know it's a 3v5 for the moment. They need to finish off this objective. R7 are caught between a rock and a hard place. They don't know what to do. They're just being indecisive. And now GAM can come back in on top of this. GAM can get away with the biggest highway robbery you've ever seen. Sayo gets jumped on, trying to flash away, but the Lamb's Respite should keep him alive for the moment. A little bit of CC with the concussive blows, and R7, you had everything. He gets the dragon. How is he allowed to do that? Audi keeps it just going a little bit, but GAM have been given a huge lifeline.
It's the team fights again, going the way of...
Panicked.
I mean, it's just... Oh, actually, this is going to be GAM trying to go for one more here.
Audi sees him, though, and they're going to try and jump onto Audi as well. They're going to see if they can get on top of him. He will go straight away, though. He's very, very tanky. They're going to try and 3v2, but now it's not a 3v2, it's a 3v3. TP coming in as well. R7 are ready for round number 2 as they look to try and finish off these kills. Double kill coming in for Miru, and they'll finish off the Jax as well. R7 making this Baron. It's going to be GAM just kind of walking in blind. They need to try and figure this one out, how they enter safely. For nothing, and we're getting a little bit of poke damage down. Dragon down to 7,000 HP. They're going to try and maybe flip this one back. We know how good Levi can be with these steals. They're going to jump in. Kiaya looking to try and get on top of the Xayah, but a good Keeper's Verdict keeps the Kindred away, which means there's no respite for you. Style has the flash over the side. He jumps back in! Levi with the steal! Keeps GAM in this, but can they survive the fight afterwards? That's the question. The Lamb's Respite will be just that, a respite before he falls down. And now Miru looking for Style, see if he can do it, but the concussive blow. They delay themselves a soul, but they still come out with a huge advantage.
Yeah, I mean, a dragon for the team fight win and a Baron, you'll take that every day.
They're looking to try and confirm this turret, but you're looking at the side waves right now. They're gaining one. It's a bit of a race for the moment, but you haven't got the minions really to kind of go for. Miru almost getting caught out here with the Baron minions. I mean, this is fine for R7. They're getting the bot lane tier 2. They'll get the top lane tier 2 as well, but I mean, I guess it's gold just for GAM. They needed something.
It's 2 towers for GAM, but you look, they'll be able to reset. You probably would have lost these anyway, so Sayo, yeah, he's going to be able to push in, but now Lion's starting to move down. The resets are coming through. You can't stick around for the inhibitor. This would be too much. You got the speed up coming out of the base.
Guys,
can get in a flash.
You need to leave. You need to leave, Rainbow7. They're going to look for Hex Gates. They've got themselves Audi on the top side of this, but they pushed in the mid lane now. So this is just that GAM just don't know where to go. They've overcommitted and they don't know how to stop it.
Caddy got pushed out on the top side of the map, so he actually wasn't able to reset, so they couldn't get onto Arcia on the bot side. Now the bot inhibitor is about to fall. Levi's pushing in the top side.
Too far
Miru
spread.
is a mid. You're very, very spread. GAM trying to consolidate all in the mid lane, but R7, they call the bluff. and it wasn't pretty, but they do manage to get a lot out of it.
Still a minute left on the Baron. They're able to maybe break open another base. They're going to go in with the stolen ultimate, the knockback as well. They have to use the Lamb's Respite so early. The turret is still very healthy. They haven't killed that one off just yet. They're still trying to kill off the Kindred, and they will. Style gets the Immortal Shield Bow proc, still has the shielding, and Style stays alive. The turret finally goes down. Bomb goes in, and will be taken out on the backside of this fight, but Seo is here with the rest of his team. These health bars are so low, and Rainbow, they may look for the end.
Can they find the pot of gold at the end of this? R7 trying to see if they can find their first win in a best of.
Style looking for a Nexus turret number 1 down. Can they go for Nexus number 2? They've got the minions for the moment. They still have Baron buff for a couple of seconds. They need to try and make sure they keep everybody alive, but they've lost Lissandra. Now it's down onto the Zeri. Style needs to keep the VCS in this fight, but I don't think they can do it. And for the first time, the LLA will win a best of series at international competition.